Code yellow. The wait is long, exhausting. I'll be very late. Antonia will be beside herself. As I sit on the plastic chair in the waiting room with the baby in my arms, I give her a call and make up some excuse to explain the delay, trying to sound completely natural. I tell her we went to visit Mayra at the greenhouse and that she entertained us with one of her desserts. She falls for it. I hang up. Finally, our turn arrives. We enter the emergency room and are met by a portly nurse, almost Mayra's size, but lacking any of her maternal sweetness. She wears glasses, her hair tied in a tight bun on top of her head, and her classic white uniform, a short-sleeved tunic and pants, shows visible sweat rings under her armpits, despite the air conditioning. She sits Martino down on a bed, removes the handkerchief, and examines his foot.
How did the little one get hurt?
She asks inquisitively. I hold Martino's hand firmly in mine, which is shaking a little, and answer. He was taking a few steps in a stream and cut himself on something that was on the bottom. The nurse looks me up and down.
Are you the father?
Embarrassed, not knowing how to keep the child from hearing my answer, I nod, my head behind his shoulder. Unexpectedly, Martino answers for me.
Uncle Emmanuel.
Oh, so you're the uncle, not the father. And why did you say you were the father?
I shrug, resigned.
How did you come up with the idea of leaving such a small child alone in a stream?
The water there is shallow and almost still. There's a kind of pond. I begin to justify myself, but immediately a wave of rebellion comes over me. What the hell does this woman want from me? How dare she grill me like this? Anyway, he wasn't alone, I continued dryly. I was walking with him and holding his hand, and then there was my dog too.
Your dog?
Look, I say brusquely, the child wasn't alone, okay? I don't think it's worth wasting time on a trial. It's a matter of treating the wound, disinfecting it, and possibly giving him a tetanus shot, because I haven't been able to figure out what he cut himself on. Are you willing to do that or not?
The tetanus shot, no doubt. You put the baby in danger.
She insists, staring at me coldly. I hold her gaze. I say nothing, but I start to move toward the triage area, intending to request the intervention of another, less obnoxious nurse. Finally, she leaves to fetch gauze, bandages, disinfectant, and the necessary equipment for the injection. Now, I whisper to Martino, picking him up, this lady will make your sore spot go away. You'll feel a tiny prick, but it won't hurt at all. Soundless tears flow from Martino's eyes. I dry them with my handkerchief and cover his cheeks with kisses.
Ugly lady.
He sobs. I think exactly the same way he does, but I mustn't let him know. But no, darling, she's not ugly. She's a good lady who's taking care of your little foot now. He hides his face in my shoulder. I hold him like that while the nurse administers the injection, which causes him to flinch slightly. Done, it's all over now, I tell him, hugging him to my chest and stroking his hair. The nurse observes the wound.
I was afraid I'd have to stitch him up. But fortunately, with a good dressing and a tight bandage, we can avoid that.
I breathe a sigh of relief. We were also missing the stitches and the related anesthesia. Martino stoically endures the dressing without complaint. I admire him greatly. For such a small boy, he shows great strength of spirit. Meanwhile, I never stop holding his hand and stroking his head, not even for a moment. Finally, I thank the nurse, who, while unpleasant, did a great job. She doesn't even answer me. She nods, turns on her heel, and goes back through the glass door. I pick up the baby and leave the emergency room, eager to get to the hospital parking lot, where I'd left the Suzuki with Bella inside, obviously with the windows open and a bowl of water available. Is everything okay? I ask Martino after settling him into his car seat. He nods, but the downturned corners of his mouth suggest otherwise. I caress his cheek again, climb into the driver's seat, and drive off. Okay. And here I am on my way home. I've done my daily stupid thing. Who knows what Antonia will say to me soon, how many curses she'll throw at me. Who knows if she'll let me carry Martino around again. Besides, I've done what I could. The wound has been treated, and the tetanus shot will ward off the worst. I caress his bandaged foot, but he pushes my hand away.
Bad uncle.
He exclaims. You're right, Martino, I admit dejectedly. I'm a careless uncle, but I love you. You'll see, your little foot will heal quickly. Martino, offended, doesn't respond. I turn the stereo back on and put on the lullaby covers he loves so much, but the baby whines impatiently. I turn off the stereo and drive for a few minutes in silence. Suddenly, my cell phone rings. I've connected it to the stereo on speakerphone. Instinctively, I reach out to turn it off, but then I think that Martino is too young to understand. I don't want to be offensive to Gianni. I don't want to hang up on him. I pull my arm back and put my hand on the steering wheel, feigning indifference so as not to arouse suspicion in Martino, who's watching me out of the corner of his eye. Gianni's voice carries clearly through the car.
Emmanuel, love, are you there? You're driving, right? I can hear the engine. Put it on speakerphone, please. I don't want you to be in any danger because of me. Don't hang up, please. I know you're not answering, but please listen to me.
A cold sweat breaks out on my forehead, while Martino becomes strangely attentive.
I think about you every day, you know? I never forget you for a second. I'd love to meet you, to explain some important things to you, that's all.
Martino lets out a little scream.
Oh, but I sense you're not alone. Is your little one with you? What an adorable little voice.
I bite my tongue bloody to avoid answering him. Meanwhile, Martino continues to chirp, and Gianni melts into raptures.
God, what an adorable little creature. You're lucky, darling, to have a little marmot of your own. I'll never be able to have one. I only had you as a marmot. And now I've lost you.
Gianni sobs softly that my embarrassment is sky high. Suddenly, Martino bursts into hysterical laughter, like the one he greeted me with when he first saw me. I hear Gianni stammer.
Your little one laughs at me. Emmanuel, my love, I'm afraid I'll have to say goodbye. I'm becoming an unbearable burden to you. I'm drowning your living ridicule.
Gianni cries silently, while Martino laughs more and more amused.
Goodbye, my love. Forgive me for everything.
Gianni concludes with a sob and hangs up. Martino is still laughing. My heart explodes into 1,000 pieces. I immediately dial Gianni's number again. He doesn't answer. I drive in a daze for several minutes, blood pounding in my temples, dialing that number over and over again. It's voicemail. I leave him a terse, peremptory message. Gianni, call me back, damn it. After a few minutes that seem like an eternity, I finally hear my cell phone ring. I take it off speakerphone and put it to my ear, heedless of any traffic regulations. Gianni?
Emmanuel?
Gianni. Contact reestablished. I take a deep breath and begin again. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. The child.
Oh, your adorable little child. What do you expect him to know, poor thing? He simply thought I was ridiculous, which, in fact, I am.
You're not ridiculous. You hurt me, but you're not ridiculous, damn it. Do you understand?
My love, it was precisely to explain some things to you that I wanted to see you again.
When?
When you can.
The day after tomorrow at 4.
All right.
Where?
I'm coming to Turin. I don't want you to run all the way here.
No, not in Turin. I'd rather come to Milan. Where?
At the Paradiso Bar. Do you know it?
No, but I'll find it.
Do you still have long hair, love?
No, Gianni, I cut it in the meantime.
Oh no, please. I want to see you again as you were. I want my angel back. And angels have long hair.
But I can't grow it in 2 days.
Get extensions, my love. Like the day we met, remember? Please.
I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful to you from the bottom of my soul, Emmanuel.
See you the day after tomorrow. I'm drenched in sweat. My heart is beating haphazardly, no longer bothering to alternate systole and diastole. I slump back against the seat. I turn on the stereo and forcefully turn up the volume, not giving Martino any right to reply, and in fact he remains silent. I caress his hair. "Does your foot hurt?" I ask him. He shakes his head decisively, like a real man. "What do we tell Mom? That you tripped over a sharp rock?" He shakes his head again. "And what do we tell her then?" His response leaves me speechless.
Emmanuel.
He bursts out laughing again. He repeats, laughing in a mocking tone. He may be my son, but he's a cruel creature, and that's a trait he couldn't have inherited from me. I swallow my anger and frustration, trying to remind myself that I'm the one at fault. I wasn't careful enough and let him get hurt, so I deserve this and more. Besides, I'm happy that the child is back in a good mood and laughing, even if he's laughing at me. And now, Emmanuel love, prepare to receive a dressing down from Antonia. I sigh without saying anything else and concentrate on driving, comforted by Bella's presence in the trunk and the prospect of dinner with Carlos and Mayra. But another, more intense joy is melting my heart like a popsicle in an open refrigerator. Soon, very soon, I will see Gianni again. And I know that you think it is confounding, calling your answer, sliding here. Natural disaster, this is what you are, calling your answer, caught up in you.
It isn't that, it's not a matter of fact, cause there are nuances and subtleties and odd things like that. And as you raise your head above the parapet, you say to me, you are the savior, I'm a marionette. You see, I've turned a corner and I've turned a page. I've been a victim of myself as well as everyone else, and you can draw a dotted line around my old silhouette, and in return I'll sing you all to know by Morrissey.
The avalanche of day is confounded, caught in a landslide, sliding through a natural disaster. This is what you are.